The three parts of the exposure triangle are aperture, which is the opening, the iris of the lens. It opens and closes, letting more or less light in. Is in a scale, typically they call it a f-stop, a number like a 2.8. That would be your wide opening. That's letting as much light in as possible. They go down to maybe like a f22, which is a very tiny aperture, letting very small amount of light in. The other side of the exposure triangle over there is the shutter speed, how long your photo is being exposed to light. And that's measured in fractions of a second. Typical shutter speed might be 1/50th of a second, 1/60th of a second, and maybe a high shutter speed might be 1/1000th of a second. The bottom part of the exposure triangle is your ISO, the sensitivity of your film or sensor. So an ISO 100 film is a relatively slow film, not very sensitive to light. Moving up on the scale, like an ISO 800 would be more sensitive. It's 4 times more sensitive to light. Between our aperture, shutter, and our ISO, all those things contribute how much exposure is hitting your sensor or your film.